I'm about to share will completely transform how you carry yourself, how you think, and how you interact with the world. Confidence is not something that is given to you at birth, nor is it a trait reserved for the naturally charismatic or the lucky few. Confidence is a skill, a discipline, and a state of mind that you can build deliberately. Most people wander through life shrinking from opportunities, shrinking from challenges, shrinking from their own potential because they allow fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs to dominate their internal dialogue. They tell themselves, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, or I don't have what it takes, and these thoughts hold them back from stepping into their true power. But here's the truth. Confidence begins in the mind, and it begins with the way you speak to yourself. Your inner dialogue is the foundation of your state. Every thought you have about yourself creates either momentum or limitation. When you consistently feed your mind with doubt, criticism, and fear, your confidence diminishes. But when you consciously choose to feed it with empowering thoughts, encouragement, and certainty, you build strength, resilience, and courage. Most people underestimate the power of self-talk, yet it is the engine that drives your behavior, your decisions, and ultimately the results you achieve. To improve your confidence, you must take complete ownership of your inner voice. You must become aware of the words you tell yourself, the assumptions you make, and the beliefs you allow to dominate your mind. Once you recognize them, you can begin the process of rewriting them. Start by identifying the negative statements that routinely come into your mind. Listen carefully. I'm not ready. I can't handle this. They're better than me. These phrases, repeated over time, shape your identity. You begin to see yourself as incapable, powerless, and unworthy. Every time you say or think them, your energy drops, your posture collapses, and your state weakens. Confidence is not just a mental phenomenon. It is physiological. Your body and mind are inseparable, and the way you hold yourself, breathe, and move directly influences how you feel. Your inner dialogue sets the tone for your physiology, and your physiology reinforces your inner dialogue. It is a loop that either elevates you or limits you. Once you recognize these patterns, you must actively replace them with empowering statements. For example, instead of saying, I'm not ready, say, I am capable of learning and growing. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I will take action and figure it out. Instead of saying, they're better than me, say, I have unique strengths and I bring value. Repetition is critical here. The more you reinforce these empowering statements, the more they reshape your identity and your internal state. You are literally rewiring your brain, shifting from limitation to possibility. Confidence is the natural byproduct of thoughts that align with power, capability, and certainty. Next, let's talk about physiology. Most people separate the mind from the body, but in reality, they are intimately connected. The way you carry yourself communicates directly to your brain how you feel. If you slouch, avoid eye contact, and speak softly, your brain interprets this as fear, doubt, or insecurity. If you stand tall, open your chest, maintain strong posture, and speak clearly, your brain receives signals of strength, certainty, and confidence. Physiology is the fastest lever to change your state because it bypasses rational thought. Your body cannot lie. If you want to feel confident, you must embody confidence physically first. The moment you adopt the posture, voice, and movement of a confident person, your mind follows. Breathing is another critical aspect of physiology. Most people breathe shallowly when nervous, stressed, or uncertain, and this limits energy, reduces focus, and reinforces fear. Deep, controlled, and purposeful breathing not only increases oxygen to the brain and muscles, it signals safety and readiness to your nervous system. When you combine confident posture with deep, strong breathing, your body enters a state that naturally supports courageous, decisive action. Confidence is not about pretending to be fearless. It is about commanding your body and mind to act with power even when fear is present. Voice and tone are equally important. The way you speak to yourself and to others conveys your internal state. Speaking softly, hesitantly, or with filler words signals uncertainty to your brain and to those around you. Speaking clearly, assertively, and with conviction signals certainty and power. Many people underestimate how much influence voice has over both perception and internal state. When you train yourself to speak as though you are confident, you reinforce the internal belief that you are capable of handling challenges and worthy of attention and respect. Now let's integrate inner dialogue with physiology. The synergy between what you think and how you move creates the foundation for confidence. If you tell yourself, I am capable, while standing tall, breathing deeply, and speaking with clarity, you are sending a consistent, reinforced message to every part of your system. Your brain, your nervous system, and your body all recognize this as truth, and over time it becomes your identity. Conversely, if your thoughts and your body are misaligned, if you tell yourself you are powerful but slouch, speak softly, or avoid eye contact, your mind receives conflicting signals and confidence cannot take root. Alignment is key. Your internal dialogue and your physiology must work together to create a state of certainty and strength. Confidence is not instantaneous. It is cultivated through repetition. Each time you practice aligning your thoughts and your body, you strengthen neural pathways associated with certainty and action. Each time you replace self-doubt with empowering statements and reinforce it through strong posture, clear voice, and deliberate movement, your brain begins to accept this new state as reality. Like a muscle, confidence grows stronger the more you exercise it. Avoiding challenges or waiting to feel ready weakens this muscle. True confidence is built in the arena of life by speaking up, taking action, and stepping into situations that stretch you beyond your comfort zone. The next step is integrating confidence into your daily life. Begin with small exercises. Stand tall while walking. Speak with clarity in every conversation. Maintain eye contact and breathe intentionally throughout the day. Pair these actions with positive, empowering self-talk. Affirm your capability, your value, and your right to pursue your goals. Over time, this practice will become automatic, and you will notice a shift in how others respond to you, how opportunities flow towards you, and how you perceive yourself. Confidence is contagious, both internally and externally. It is also critical too. Recognize that confidence is not about arrogance or ego. It is about certainty and self-assuredness. Many people confuse confidence with dominance, boasting, or superiority, but true confidence is grounded in competence and self-awareness. It is knowing your strengths, acknowledging your limitations, and acting decisively despite fear or uncertainty. Inner dialogue and physiology are the tools that allow you to project this authentic confidence. When you master your thoughts and your body, you no longer rely on external validation. Your sense of self-worth becomes independent of others' opinions, and this independence fuels even greater confidence. Fear is inevitable, and it will always appear when you are growing, taking risks, or stepping into the unknown. But confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to act in spite of fear. Your inner dialogue and your physiological state are your tools to do this. When you acknowledge fear but choose empowering thoughts and strong physical presence, you override hesitation and doubt. Each time you take action despite fear, your confidence compounds. Momentum builds and fear diminishes relative to your certainty in yourself. Small, consistent practices reinforce this alignment. Begin each day by standing in front of a mirror, speaking your affirmations, and practicing confident posture. Engage in exercises that challenge your physical and mental boundaries, reinforcing the connection between action and self-belief. Surround yourself with people who elevate you, support your growth, and reflect confidence back to you. Your environment and associations influence your inner dialogue and reinforce your state. The more you integrate thought, physiology, and action, the more automatic and natural confidence becomes. Mastery of inner dialogue and physiology also prepares you for high-stakes situations, interviews, Presentations, negotiations, or social interactions become opportunities to demonstrate your state, not tests to prove your worth. You begin to project certainty, influence, and authority effortlessly because your mind and body are aligned. Confidence is no longer something you have to fake. It becomes your default operating system. The combination of empowering self-talk and deliberate physiology creates a foundation that allows all other aspects of personal power to flourish. When you consistently practice alignment between your thoughts and your body, fear loses its grip, hesitation diminishes, and clarity of purpose emerges. Your energy becomes magnetic. You command attention, respect, and influence naturally. Confidence ceases to be a question and becomes a given, an identity, a state, and a tool you can access at will. Ultimately, improving confidence begins and ends with mastery of your mind and body. Control your thoughts, shape your inner dialogue, and align it with powerful, deliberate physiology. Stand tall, speak clearly, breathe deeply, move with purpose, reinforce empowering beliefs daily. Each repetition strengthens your neural pathways, reinforces your identity, and compounds your confidence. Step into life intentionally, practice relentlessly, and watch how fear, doubt, and uncertainty transform into certainty, power, and unshakable self-belief. Confidence is not a gift, it is a skill. And the moment you commit to mastering it, you step into a level of personal power that changes everything.